And there's breaking news in Washington state as the mysterious disappearance of a well-known chiropractor and her husband may be a step closer towards being solved tonight. The Thurston County Sheriff's Department arrested and charged this man, seen here in orange, just minutes ago in connection with the couple's suspicious disappearance. This is video from inside the jail there. For more, let's go to NewsNation correspondent Laura Ingle. Laura, what are we learning about this missing couple?
Hey, Brian, we talked to the sister today of Karen Koep, the popular chiropractor who was known along with her husband Davido for their caring of the community. They were very, very kind to everybody they met. By all accounts, they are still missing tonight, and we have just learned that their home was found with a large amount of blood. Prosecutors calling it an extraordinarily violent scene. As the search for their bodies continues, the suspect in their kidnapping and murders made his first court appearance tonight.
I have been in the home, and there was a struggle, and they did not leave willingly.
The sister of Karen Koep says when she first heard that her sister and brother-in-law were missing, detectives asked her if she had a gut feeling of who could be responsible for their disappearance. Her gut told her it had something to do with a tenant the couple had problems with at one of their rental properties. She said she was drawn to the couple's home to see what detectives were working with.
There's enough evidence in the home for the investigators to determine that they probably would not have survived their attack.
Davido and Karen Koep were reported missing last Monday after one of them didn't show up to work. Deputies were sent to conduct a welfare check, which then turned into an intensive search. The couple's car was found last Wednesday just a few miles away from their home with no sign of them.
They have gone in there with canines and looked in that area, and I think they have other leads. I'm not sure, and I think there still is an active, investigation because we don't know where they're at.
Her sister says the couple gave people who were down on their luck opportunities and had heard there had been some drama at their property, speculating that the suspect may have been on the verge of being evicted.
It's just an unmanageable, unthinkable loss, and we're all just really counting on our community and our faith in order to get us through this. I want to hate this man, but my faith doesn't allow me to entertain that because it doesn't do us any good.
45-year-old Timothy Burke was ordered held without bail. He is facing 2 counts of murder and 1 count of kidnapping. We're also learning tonight that there were metal shavings, Brian, found around the locks of the couple's home on the front and back doors. It appeared as though the locks had been drilled out. Another chilling detail that came out in court just moments ago.
Wow, Laura, and you cover a lot of these cases. What I find so interesting is they were able to arrest and charge this man with murder, but they don't know where the couple is. They don't have the bodies. I mean, that's somewhat unusual, isn't it?
I think it is. I mean, we've covered, you and I both, so many stories where, they wait for a while for those charges. And again, there is no sign of this couple. We have learned that there was blood in the home. There apparently was blood in Burke's car. The canines are being used, but we just don't know where they are. It is really wild.
What else did Karen's sister say about the couple's relationship with the suspect? I mean, it sounds like it was like a tenant-landlord relationship. Do we know how well they actually knew him?
It sounds as though there had been trouble with this particular tenant. That is, what the sister had said, that she had heard that there had been what she called drama with him. We've also read reports that said that they had some kind of relationship where he would do some handyman work in exchange for rent. But it sounds as though they knew him fairly well. But again, the sister has told us that he was about to be evicted. So whatever drama was going on may have come to a head. And then it appears as though he may have, if true, gone over to the house and drilled out the locks. Metal shavings found around the locks in the front and back doors. I had asked about the timing of that. Was that in the middle of the night? And there was no activity spotted from this couple after November 10th. There was no activity at the bank. There was no cell phone activity. So, clearly something happened on November 10th. They just don't know what time, or at least they're not telling us yet.
Yeah, I'm wondering now that they've got the suspect in custody, perhaps they're going to try to push him to figure out where the bodies are. Is there anything else happening to try and find this couple? I mean, where their remains are? Have there been searches or anything like that?
Yeah, there have been, and we've heard it's a very active investigation. This couple had 2 adult sons. We know that they are on the ground. Also, they were looking for them. Now they know that something tragic has happened. So they've got a lot of family members there. And look, it's the week of Thanksgiving. They all had plans. The mom had an elderly mother. They had plans to be there this Thursday. And of course, now it is just a horrible scene for this family and for this community. And she was beloved. She was a beloved chiropractor. And there was a vigil. There was people that came to the office that talked about how much she did for people in her community. And it is beyond devastating for this group of people that are still trying to find some answers tonight.
Yeah, these cases are always so tragic, but especially this time of year around the holidays, you just think of what these families are going through, considering the plans and the way they thought they were going to be spending Thanksgiving versus now. Laura, thank you so much. We really appreciate the report.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.